next week in Gendry, but I'll save it.
We're live, but
Gendry's hammer was fucking magnificent. I do agree. Gendry in general coming back is just fucking crazy.
Yeah, that blew my fucking mind.
I screamed out loud at my TV. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Because we've been making jokes so long that he's just rowing off into the goddamn sunset by himself, and he actually came back. Man.
I loved that even Davos was like, "I thought you'd still be rowing."
They had him do it, yo.
Well, that's something I want to bring up overall too with the episode. Is just, do they have teleporters in all the headquarters right now?
Apparently. I mentioned that the other day. I was like, Jesus,
dude, that's one of my main complaints right now. To be honest with you, and we'll talk about because the two things I really need to talk about right now are the Tyrion and Jaime scene, and Littlefinger's motherfucking bullshit. But we'll talk about that in due time. Right now, let's talk about the motherfucking squad. And before we get into anything, we got my boy Scott joining us this week.
Yay!
Check him out. What's up, everybody?
I'll make sure I put his links in the description after this. I'm too lazy right now, but check him.
I appreciate it.
Check him out. He's a really good dude, and I fucks with him. Anyway, let's talk about the squad. That's what I want to talk about. I want to hear everybody but me talk about the squad right now.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Scott, you're the new one. You go first.
Okay, no pressure, right?
I was like,
Man, this squad is amazing. I mean, to have all of these people who absolutely hate each other for a respectable reason to be on one squad to go get a White Walker. So what I want to know is, how is this going to go down? Are they just going to grab one and get the fuck out of there? Or
yeah, like it.
I think they should have planned. I think it doesn't matter, but I think they should have planned a little bit better. The forest looks kind of intimidating. But, you know, the Night King was shimmying in. It didn't look promising.
Right. But yeah, this squad is awesome. I mean,
Oh wait, real quick. So Aaron says, "I told you guys that Cersei got the gold last week. My bad. I was wrong. You all convinced me otherwise, and
I was wrong.
My roommate was telling me like halfway through this episode, I was like, nah, Cersei didn't get the gold. He's like, no, but she did though. And I was like, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, that was my mistake.
I admit that's wrong. Koo, did you co-sign that?
Oh, fuck no. I was with you guys. I was like, no, she didn't get the gold. She's fucked.
Okay.
But that was the thing. Everyone on our stream was like, she didn't get the gold, right? No, they said Jaime had it. But yeah, nah, Aaron, you were right.
I thought there was a general consensus, you know?
Yeah.
I was like,
everyone's
in accord, and we'll just believe this is what happened. But no, Mycroft is satisfied.
Mycroft is satisfied. I gotta say too, it's pretty sad when Game of Thrones is like, hey, this is a better Suicide Squad than the actual Suicide Squad movie.
Let's run through the lineup. Let's run through our motherfucking lineup. Of course, you got Jon Snow as captain, right?
Yes, of course.
What else would you do without him? But Tormund is still shining out here, which I really like. I really respect. He was like, which queen did you consult with again? And what did you get? Jorah
just has no...
AKA Mr. Friend Zone is back in the mix.
Straight friend zone.
That reunion
she was like, you looking healthy.
Almost went in.
You looking real healthy, Jorah. I was like, my man. Does that mean? But I think Jorah, you still stuck.
I think that was the point when it was like, he says he's a friend of you, Queen, and she's like, he is a friend. I was like, oh, just a friend. Still.
Oh, shot down.
Wait, I wish he had been like just a friend.
Who else is out there? Gendry.
Oh, God damn it.
Gendry.
The Hound.
The Hound. The motherfucking
Hound.
Which
Davos didn't leave because he's
Let's talk about what we said a little while ago, right? We both said that both of them, Arya and the Brotherhood, were moving south, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then once the Brotherhood said their shit, they were like, all right, we're going north. So I wasn't surprised to see them there. I'm still surprised by the Arya shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm still surprised by the Arya shit.
I mean, I don't know. Like Arya, I'm glad. Like at first, I was nervous because I wanted her to go south. Like I wanted her to face off with Cersei, but I'm glad she's home now. It's like at first I was iffy on it, but I'm like, no, I'm glad she was there to tell off Sansa.
Oh, we need to leave her story till later because man, that letter, we got shit to talk about with
I'm real mad. I'm real mad, but
we gotta hold off on that.
But yeah, we should finish up on the goddamn squad for now.
The Hound is out there, and this is one of the things that I was actually a little bit upset about, right? Because I was like, if they just brought Gendry back to be a plot device against being like, fuck these people, I'm gonna be upset. So I'm glad that they like reconciled that really quickly. Out of everything they're doing really quickly, that was something I'm glad they just glossed over. Because I was like, Gendry, I don't want this.
Yeah. But Gendry in general, to me, I was like, oh, he stole the show. And the actor knew, like, I have to be absolutely on fire this entire time. And he is. They give him all the best scenes in this whole episode. Like, he has the scene.
I'd argue Davos was shining a little brighter.
Davos too, but like I like their kind of like their I almost want to say father-son kind of bond, because it's like that's the kind of like you could tell that's like you're my surrogate son because my other son was burned in a fire. Tyrion.
Well, this is something that I definitely felt while they were doing this whole thing. Like we've already heard, they're setting up to do backstories. They're doing spin-off stories when it comes to the Game of Thrones series, and a lot of like we mostly think it's going to go back to Robert's rebellion. And
so they want to push
Ned. That's what they need to do. Though.
So yeah, I think that's why they brought Gendry back. Even if he does die in the next episode, we get a few moments of a goddamn beautiful hammer, a Stark working with a Baratheon.
That was perfect.
I don't think he's gonna die until the finale, though. I don't think he'll die next episode.
I honestly don't think he'll die till next season. I don't see
him
dying.
I think they gotta kill him now. I think they brought him back to kill him because
I know who's I have. Well, okay, call me crazy. I think Gendry's gonna walk away. There's too many death flags on Jorah, like in a big way. Barrett's probably gonna die too.
Look, man. Well, we still have to talk about the Tarleys too. So let's just
wait. Before we say that, I want to mention one more thing. I also bet that Gendry's gonna have a lot of cool scenes with his hammer because the guy who's directing the next episode directed Thor: The Dark World.
Oh shit!
Shit.
There we go.
They probably got it just exactly for that reason.
I just want Gendry to be like, "You want me to put the hammer down?"
And also, can you imagine if he does live? Can you imagine the type of weapons he's going to make with that dragon stone and dragon glass?
That's
I want him to meet Daenerys.
That's what they need him for.
Like, I want him to have a conversation with Daenerys, like, "Hey, my dad killed your brother." Just to see what he says.
No, I don't.
Yeah, let's not fan the flames.
I like, but that's my favorite part of this episode. Is like, to me, the theme was just like family and like the children of the former leaders. Like, we got Cersei, Jaime, we got all these people, everybody together.
Let's do that then. Since you said that, because we talked about who else is in the squad. I feel like we're missing people in the squad though.
Barrack and
the Brotherhood.
Barrack, Dondarrion, Tormund the Giant, Gendry. Thoros of Myr,
Thoros.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's the whole squad.
That's it.
Here's the thing, though. Thoros, isn't he still one of the red ones? Isn't he still a Lord of Light supporter?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so is Barrack.
So he could still technically sacrifice Gendry to give Jon Snow some power. Just throwing it out there. King's blood,
After they introduced the idea of Baratheons, because Baratheons and Starks are like, those families are close and they are tight and they're friends. And I don't want the Baratheons to die out with Gendry. Like, I want Gendry to at least make it to next season. If he dies against the White Walkers, I'll be happy. Because it's like, that's a good way to go out, but I don't.
And then he'll come back as an ice warrior.
If you're a Deadman, it's not like a good way to go out, dude. I really don't think it's a good way to go out.
To fighting White Walkers? If I was to go out fighting White Walkers, I'd be like, yeah, no.
Look how many giants they've amassed, JoJo. Look how many giants they've amassed.
I didn't get to rewatch the preview for the next episode, but I saw Jon Snow clashing with someone with long red hair.
It's her, yeah. It's exactly who you
No, it's her. It's her, yeah.
It's exactly who
Oh, no, man, I can't say that. I love the Grit so much.
Yeah. No, it's not her. It's the other one. The one from Hardhome.
Yeah.
Oh, she had black hair. She wasn't redheaded.
I thought she was a redhead.
No, she was a redhead.
Was she redhead?
I'm almost positive it's her. I'm almost positive he's fighting her, but maybe I'm wrong. I did watch the preview, and it's fucking crazy.
This squad, dude. It's all about the squad. That's all I care about right now. honestly. But there was that's all we've talked about. So anybody else want to pick the next topic point? Because there was a lot in this episode.
No, she had black hair and she was fucking gorgeous. Sorry, I just looked up a picture.
Okay. That's not her then. That's not her.
I thought for sure it was her.
Wait, that's not her then. The PV though.
Yeah, the PV. I was sure I saw a chick with red hair.
Yeah, that's not her in the PV.
Dude,
well, it can't be Ygritte anyway.
Why?
He burned her.
Don't. This. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Dude, yeah, it's like saying that Mance Raider is coming back. You know, like it's not.
No,
I would be confused.
They're gone for good. That's fine. I forgot that they burned the ones that they killed. Then.
Yeah. Well, and he gave her that whole thing because he was just like, oh, like I loved her and stuff, and you're like, oh, that's sad. You know nothing, Jon Snow. It's gonna be okay because there's a much better girl in the world for you, Jon. Much better girl.
Oh god, those fuck me eyes throughout this fucking episode.
I ship it like FedEx, and I feel bad about it.
Let's just talk about this. Let's talk about this incestuous thing that's going on out here because
oh god,
that was our main focus of last stream as far as the preview was, right? We thought Dany was tripping, and she rode up on the dude.
The blood of Targaryen, the blood of dragons.
Either way, and how much does it mirror, except for Dany's shots? How much does it mirror the Tyrion scene, though? You know what I'm saying?
It's creepy.
Very, very close.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. It's going to happen. Maybe that's why he hated Tyrion so much. Not just because he was a dwarf, because the Mad King fucked his wife.
Jeez.
Oh, fuck. No, that's the theory.
It's a legit theory. That's why he hates Tyrion.
That's one of my favorite theories in Game of Thrones, dude. That's how it should be.
The three heads of the dragon.
I think if the Red King fucked his wife, he probably would have had the woman killed before she gave birth.
No,
he loved his wife.
Even Tywin.
Tywin absolutely loved his wife. There's no way.
It's all about the honor, though, man.
No, Tywin all about he loved his wife.
Even the wisest and most stern, guarded men will lose their cool when it comes to women.
Oh yeah, that would be the evil of it all. I mean,
Tywin. Yeah,
even Tywin faltered. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, man. I would have had to see him with his wife.
Well, I
don't know. I didn't know him back then. I just knew the
all right, look,
crazy pre-dead one.
This is coming from the same dude that said the Ballista was raw, right? But look at Jaime shaking in his boots right now. Look at Jaime shaking in his boots right now.
Also, is anyone else worried about Bronn? I'm a wee bit worried about Bronn.
No, that man's shown heavy in this episode, dude.
I like that they got right to it with him, though. I like that they didn't make us wait till like midway through the episode.
It was literally, yeah.
I thought we wouldn't even see them this episode.
He's fine.
I really thought we would see them this episode, but that's the first thing we saw. And I was
it's just that fucking Cersei line freaked me out when she's like, "You let him betray you," and I'm like, "Cersei, please."
Yeah, here we go.
Not Bronn. Don't. Well, even Bronn's like, I'm out. They have dragons.
I love Bronn, dude. At no point has he lost sight of his end game. You know?
You owe me a castle. You owe me money and a girl.
He's like, look, if you die, I don't get the castle, right? So you're going to survive. But I didn't sign up for this dragon shit either.
Right.
So, and I lost my sack of gold during all this bullshit where I was the shining star on the battlefield. So either I get paid or I walk.
I really wanted the last scene to be just Bronn, like when they were shipping out in the boat, to have Bronn be like, "Wait, no, don't leave me at King's Landing."
That would have been the real team, though. That would have been the Squad of Legend.
Imagine Bronn went with them.
That would have been the best thing.
Well, why would Bronn go on the squad? Then? He'd be like, fuck that.
But it would make the squad legendary.
Perfect.
Sure.
Yeah, it would
that'd be overkill.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad. Also. Like, as I'm watching this episode, I'm like, I would never survive in Game of Thrones. And every time Davos is on screen, I'm like, oh, wait. Yes, I would. I'm Davos. Like,
Davos gave himself a death flag again this episode, dude.
No. When?
Oh, when?
Oh, when I live to a ripe old age.
Exactly.
That's always a death flag.
No, Jorah got the most death flags in this episode.
Jorah's dead anyway. I think that
he is
going to come back. He's going to come back or something. If he doesn't down the battlefield, he's going to get cursed again or something.
Oh, for sure. Well, like, between Tyrion being like, this is the coin that we had when we when we got sold. Isn't that crazy? Blah blah blah. And he's like, bring it back though. And he's like, yeah, your queen needs you, and then you'll come back, right? Yeah, of course. And that last little look over his shoulder, I'm like, you may as well have just put like he's dead on screen, like just the words he's dead.
Yeah,
because like that, like nobody else turned around. Nobody else got that one more shot except Jorah, and it's like, I don't know.
Jorah.
I don't. Let me stress. I like including Beric and well, maybe not Torah or whatever. What's his name? Tauros.
Right. Let's do this right now.
Tauros for the Pokemon. What's his name?
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
What's the guy with the man bun's name? Thoros. I said Tauros, and I'm like the Pokemon apparently.
Thoros. I was like, what are we really talking about right now? But anyway,
I like everybody. I don't like
Let's talk about the Varys and Tyrion scene real quick because we're gonna forget about that shit easily.
Yes.
Oh my god, Varys took his first fucking drink of the fucking show.
Right?
He was disgusted.
You know?
No, he had to. He had to.
Oh my god, yeah, that's how you knew shit was going down. A man that is that protected of himself and his wits. Jesus.
All right. Varys is spitting knowledge right now because he basically said what all of us have been saying. Somebody needs to get Daenerys under control right now.
Yeah, Daenerys is slipping. She's too fucking overly headstrong about everything.
Exactly.
To be fair, I agree with Tyrion though. You couldn't really do anything else at that point. They were standing up to her. She needed to kill them. She didn't need to burn them. That was the problem. That's too much.
Yeah, but
King.
You can probably fight for her. Is she going down the same path of the people they're fighting though?
Exactly. That's my problem.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want Dany to do this.
I mean,
like, I want Dany on the throne.
Had to kill them 100%. But I'm reminded of like Ned Stark's old saying: "The one who passes the decree should swing the goddamn sword." Rather than
she did.
Dragons.
Well, no, she used the fucking dragon.
Dude. At this point, in the people of Westeros' mind, there's not much separating her from her father right now.
That's the problem.
There's not much, and that's the problem. She wants to appear as somebody who is trying to abolish the very thing that people think of her.
Exactly. So, and it reminds me again.
It's through the counter.
So much of what John was saying about how she makes people believe in miracles. The people who follow her because they want to. And in this episode, she just made a bunch of people follow her due to fear, not because they actually respect her that much.
Yeah, because they was like, dragon? Fuck yeah, okay. Kneel.
Pretty much.
Which I would have done too.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have fucking fell to my knees at that point. Jesus Christ.
Well, there,
there were a lot of them standing at first, and then after the whole "you're all going to be killed" thing happened, a bunch of them kneel. The Raw made them kneel, and then finally, about 10 left standing. Those two got burned alive. Everyone was down on their fucking knees or their asses.
Is it wrong that I really wanted like the group from the Arya episode to come back and just have like Ed Sheeran be like, "I see fire"?
Let's I've given all of your time to fanboy over Ed Sheeran singing his songs and his tunes and shit. It's over now. He's gone.
No, but this would be the perfect episode to bring him back because he saw fire.
Because if they bring him back, he's going to get in worse trouble.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yay. He'd be like, I feel like I've seen this before. Or I've definitely sung about it once.
Okay, but real talk, I didn't say anything about this. Just, I think Varys is done for me as a character.
Why?
I don't, like, all right, here's the thing, okay? Varys used to be, back in the day, my boy. As far as, like, the people that were playing the behind-the-scenes game, Varys over Littlefinger, okay?
Yeah.
And his little birds, everything just seemed nice to me, but he's slipping now. And ever since he got exposed by the bizarre Red Priestess, I was just kind of like, I don't really fuck with Varys like I used to. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't do well with magic.
Like Ku said, he took his first drink ever. I've never seen the bottle touch that man's lips.
Right.
Not once. Not once. And he's feeling reminiscent. If he's like, yo, you gotta do something about this. Even though he knows that he's ready to jump ship at any time if he has to, but he has nowhere to go. So, like, what is Varys' end game? What is his play? He's stuck.
He's gonna stick around on the throne, I guess.
I don't know. The way they're teleporting throughout these scenes, he may have somewhere to go, but
he may actually be a merman.
I don't know. Varys endgame, just like you said, I think he's waiting to see who's going to win this war. And when the dust settles, he's going to make himself available to that person and say, look, I was there. I can tell you what you need to know.
Won't people be tired of his bullshit by then?
They should already.
He's like, yo, get out. Danny was almost like that.
Yeah.
You know? So at that point.
You need Varys. Like,
for what? After
you need a man like Varys.
After the Throne Wars is said and done, what do you really need him for? Because realistically,
just have him around, be like, you earned your spot here. If I was Daenerys, I'd be like, I didn't trust you.
What is that dude's name?
I didn't understand your counsel.
What is the dark?
You helped me win the throne. You may stay.
Jojo, what is the dark name? Qyburn,
yeah.
Whatever his fucking name.
Frankenstein. I don't know.
Yeah, Dr. Frankenstein. That man can do everything Varys can do. So, like, what do I really need him out here for?
That's true.
Because Varys is cooler than Frankenstein. Frankenstein's creepy. Varys isn't a creepy asshole. That's why. Yeah, man.
Qui-Gon Jinn is his name. That's what I'm gonna call him.
Qui-Gon. Qui-Burn Jinn. So we got to talk about the letter. You know, we got to talk about it.
Let's do it now. You brought it up. Let's go. That's my most angry portion of this episode.
Is anyone else upset that letter even came back?
Yes,
I was like, thank you, because it's like, why now? Like, I get it, but like, that's from season fucking 1,
right? And my thing about that is, poor Sansa is just basically the night manager in this whole situation.
Whoa.
Well, I don't mean it like I care about her. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying it
does suck to be Sansa right now.
She wants no point. She wants no part of this like rule thing. She's just waiting on Jon to get back, and everything is gonna fall apart. And this is where Littlefinger is gonna put his claws in while Jon is gone, because he knows that she can't do shit.
He's already laid the foundation. That's how Littlefinger works. Littlefinger doesn't do anything actively ever. He lays the foundation and lets people run wild. That's what
exactly. And
it's already over for Sansa. That's why I'm upset right now, because one of my good friends is just like, yo, I don't like Arya anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't like Arya anymore? Arya's the best character in this fucking series.
Yes,
pretty much.
She was like, I don't like Arya. She's she's too full of herself. And I was like, so is Dany. So is Sansa. She's the only one that deserves to be full of herself.
Arya's kind of always been full of herself anyway.
That's
true.
But now she earned
to give up the name. I mean,
now she actually has skills.
She's in the Assassin's Creed game now. She earned it.
That's the best comment I saw someone say. It's like everybody else is playing Civilization 5, meanwhile Arya's playing Assassin's Creed.
Right, she does Assassin's Creed 2, dog. That's what Arya's playing.
Right, she got the Eagle Vision out there now.
Yeah, like, it's funny though, because people have to remind me like all these characters are family, and I'm like, really? Because Arya's probably gonna fucking rip Sansa apart in a second. Because she loved her dad.
Sansa is a linchpin of fuckery. Okay? you can quote me on that. Sansa is going to destabilize a bunch of shit right now. In this season, episode 7, Sansa is going to do some stupid shit that fucks everyone over.
Sansa doing something stupid.
Jon will finally survive and catch a fucking white, be marching down south to share it with Cersei, and be fallen upon by the lords of Arryn and Winterfell, rounded up by Sansa.
Wait. Quick question. What happened to Ramsay's dogs?
Oh, they probably just killed them.
You think they just put them down?
Yeah, probably.
What if Sansa just has them?
Well, she's dumb enough to have them.
What if Sansa just has them?
She's dumb enough to have them. It's probably some type of trauma.
You know what I'm saying? What if Sansa just has them? And
maybe.
Would you be surprised if you saw that scene?
Not really.
Right? And would it be impactful?
Yes. It would be impactful because it would mean she's been fucked over by so many men in her life.
By so many men, and the dominant factor that she used. I'm just saying.
She's become a reek.
It's a possibility that Sansa uses Ramsay's dogs. I'm just saying. I'm throwing that out there.
Right.
Not for nothing. I feel like the internet would lose it.
I'm throwing it out there, though. If it happens, you heard it here. You heard it from me.
I'm still a little bit confused about what Littlefinger wants here, though, because I don't think Arya will be stupid enough to think that Sansa wrote that of her own volition. Like, I would think she would realize that was forced.
Sansa's not.
Sansa. I mean, Arya also thought that she was totally fine, and the waif wasn't definitely gonna fucking murder her. And she was just walking around. So I'm like, Arya is the most intelligent of Game of Thrones
in the
characters.
wind right now. That's what I want to know, Aaron. Where was Reek? I wanted to know that. I wanted to know
where is Reek?
Jon Snow.
Oh, he's hanging out.
Did they just turn him around? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Did they ever finish that discussion? Like, Reek came by and was asking for fucking Daenerys to help him get his sister back, and nothing really came from that.
Dany was gone when they got there.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And when they got back, they were never there anymore.
Well, I'm sure Dany's just like, oh, your hot sister's not with you, then I don't care. Go away.
That was part of my question too. It's like, fuck, the Sand Snakes are going through some horrible, disgusting defeat, but what's happening?
They're done, dude.
Oh no, the actress is confirmed.
She's dead yet?
The actress is confirmed. They're totally gone.
I think the daughter's probably dead by now, and the mother's like slowly going insane.
But not that much. Like, it's been like what? Like, it's hard to gauge the timeline of this, but
it's only been a couple days.
It has to be it has to have been at least like 2 months at this point.
Yeah, like, do you remember
the wall and shit?
It took Jon like 2 weeks to get to the wall, and in this one episode,
to get to the wall with all of them and all that shit transpiring, it had to be like a month or two.
It had to easily.
Yeah, man.
So
I mean,
and
what's his name? Jorah Mormont came from across the fucking narrow sea all the way to Daenerys and then all the way north to the wall within the span of a single episode.
Kudu, is this one of your biggest problems as well? Like, that's the elephant in the room.
Yeah, this is my biggest problem. They're skipping forward so much. It feels like a badly adapted movie.
It just feels weird. I'm like, yeah, it's like a movie. They should have made the movie. I'm like, last week I was like, how the fuck did she get there so fast, right? I was like, whatever. They're playing with the timeline. Now they're just jumping back and forth. I'm going to use this as the perfect transition into one of my favorite scenes of this episode, and it's the Tyrion and Jaime scene, right?
Yay.
How the fuck did Tyrion get in the catacombs over there? When you know how much Tyrion moved around in the one episode? It's crazy, dude.
Right.
It's fucking mind-blowing. I don't understand it.
Tyrion, yeah, he was over at Highgarden and back to Dany.
Then to Highgarden, back to Dragonstone, and then came back over to meet Jaime in the catacombs, and then came back. He was still back in Dragonstone after. It's fucking crazy.
You think this maybe is the victim of this not having enough episodes? I mean, they're 3 short.
That's what it is. But it's all about the budget for them. I was talking about this a second ago. I think it's the budget. I think it's actor interest and them trying to wrap things up succinctly. The fact they don't have a guide of source material to really follow.
Yeah.
They just want to make it
part of it as well, because there were so many little side things that were constantly going on in the first few seasons, which all came straight out of the book. They added a couple of things, but mostly it's just the book had
they don't have that anymore. So it's
they're jumping through all the important scenes to try and finish the season well, and then just have one more season.
I don't really.
In this season. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't really seem to have like, because every time we've done this, I'm like, this was great, and everybody else is like, it was great, but here are my problems with it. I'm like, I don't got any problems.
Damn.
Oh no, I think I pretty much said the last episode was perfect and.
I mean, here's the thing, Jared. I agree with you because for me, even though I have like minor qualms, it's not like I think I could have done it any better. Like there's instances where I'll criticize something, I'll be like, yo, here's what you could have done to rectify this. But given the stakes of what they're doing right now, I don't have suggestions for them to make it better. I'm just like, I fucking loved it.
I think
I have problems. Done. So whatever.
Yeah, I think a large part of the problem at this point as well is that so many of the side stories, like they used to have like 15 different areas they were paying attention to. Now everything's slowly combining into one.
They brought Gendry back in the same episode that they did like 6 other things that were equally as important.
Right. I'm okay with that.
But that's not how Game of Thrones used to be, is my point.
Yeah,
no, it used to be like one big thing and then a bunch of small chess piece move kind of thing.
I kind of like it like this. I like that there's fewer episodes.
I said that during this episode. I was like, yo, I like this pace right now.
Yeah, I enjoy it, but it is very
I've become accustomed to it, and you can notice. It's noticeable. It's not like you can just turn a blind eye to it.
Yeah, it's definitely blaring that this is going at a very fast pace because we know the map. We know how far away these people have to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The fact that they're back at the wall right now with the whole squad is, I was like, yo, this is fucking amazing. But what the fuck?
It was quick.
Like, what the
really
fuck?
Quick.
Okay, let's go back. please. I want you guys to talk because you guys aren't talking enough. You guys are talking.
Why are you talking about?
Especially you, JoJo. You gotta live up to your name, dude.
Okay, fine. What do you want me to talk about? I'll go off for like 10 minutes.
I want you to talk about the Tarly deaths.
Okay, I want to stress that I called this. Like, I was like, I hope Dickon lives, but he won't because he's a nice guy, and nice guys fucking die on this show.
You did say that. You did.
Yeah.
Say that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I knew he was going out, but at the same time I was like, "Not Dickon, please! I love him. Like, don't do this. I want him to be. I at least want him to."
But didn't you like that like quiet affirmation between him and his father? Where it's just like,
yes, it was perfect.
Well, he was like, "Don't do this, Dickon. Just let our house live."
Well, he even said like a foolish boy,
you know. But then when he was like, "Fuck that," I'm not better than he.
I will
that, like, little nod. I was like, "Oh yeah." Like, I will say, hate
where it was like, "Yes, fuck Sam Tarly. This is my true heir."
Here's the thing too. Like, as much as I hate that dude, I was like, at least he went out like a boss, you know?
Yeah, I respect that. I really
respect him. I respect him for sure.
I respect him. When I saw that he was just like, no, I already have a queen. And Tyrion's just like, yeah, you also had another queen that you served, and then you switched to this one. Weird. I was like, I agree, you fucking hypocrite. I didn't give a shit when he died. When he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm like, cool, I don't care. You're a racist piece of shit.
I like his way.
I don't care.
I like his way of defending it too, as well. Though,
nobody is shitty to Gilly on my watch. Like, and he was shitty to Gilly. I was like, you get
honestly, okay, real quick, I want Ku to say what he was gonna say about Tug, but
yes.
I love Gilly. Even I was annoyed. But anyway, Ku, continue.
Fuck, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, no, I love the limit where he did cut it off, where he was like, no, at this point, she's a foreign invader coming to our lands. Like, at least Cersei was born and raised here.
That was such foresight, though. Because she was also born here.
That's it. And he was just like, I'm not
She was born there, but she doesn't remember her memories there.
She was born there. Her family has run the Seven Kingdoms for decades.
I understand.
Jojo, as far as this man is seen, she came back with a shit ton of Dothraki and a dragon. She doesn't.
And that's why he's salty, though, Ku. Think about it. Think about it.
Of course
he's salty because he's an old racist dude who doesn't like any new people coming into his land. That's why.
That was the line that stuck with me, and that's why he's a racist piece of shit. But, you know? Either way, I have no love. You brought this dragon to our lands. She's just like her father. Fuck her. I understand where he's coming from, so I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Yes.
As long as
I understand the logic. It doesn't mean I have to like the logic.
I don't like the logic, but I like the fact that he didn't waver from his stance. You know, I respect that.
Yeah.
So,
like, he wavered from his queen, but sure, yeah, he stuck to his guns, I guess.
He didn't really waver from his queen either. She was blown the fuck up by wildfire.
No, she was poisoned.
You know, because she got fucking exploded.
Well, like, he served House Tyrell, and Jaime's like, yo, but like Cersei though. And he's like, yeah. And so he just switched teams like a fucking prick. And I was like, no, you're racist. You're a prick to Sam, who I love. You're a douche to Gilly, who I love. You don't do anything beyond.
So you weren't annoyed by Gilly in this episode.
I thought Gilly was hilarious.
You thought it was cute.
I did.
Okay, I'm the #1 Gilly is cute fan club. Like you know,
Gilly was cute in this scene. I don't care.
And they got the fucking glow sticks, and they got the fucking, you know what I'm saying? And the headband and everything. That's me and Gilly. But I wanted her to shut the fuck up in this episode.
It was so pointless.
Oh my god, what do you mean?
I was with Sam.
She was telling the most fucking important thing in the
She had the most important thing to say in the history of the show.
Already known. It's not like it's like new information.
It is new information to everyone but fucking Bran.
Exactly.
And this was completely new to everyone as well, because this makes Jon a legitimate heir. We never knew
they were married.
They were straight up married. There was an annulment. This was an official marriage. He is officially a Targaryen. He's not even a Targaryen bastard. He has more claim to the throne now than Daenerys Targaryen.
Exactly. He is the
first of all,
male heir.
Oh my goodness. First of all, that was not the focal point of what Gilly said. Let's get that.
No, you're right.
No, you're right. I know.
We're not talking talking about that because that I liked, and that I think.
Okay,
that
no offense to Sam, but don't forget too. Sam also was just like, "Hey, Gilly, I'm gonna go be a maester. Put up with my bullshit until I figure this out."
I don't like the entire scene. I didn't like the entire motherfucking scene, but I understand what you guys are saying. Yes, that part is integral. That was not the focal point of what Gilly was saying. Gilly read the whole motherfucking letter that Sam already read, and 2/3 of which didn't surprise me in the slightest, right? And I'm like, Gilly, shut up. Just shut up. Let me.
But it led to one of the funniest Sam lines ever.
Because here's the thing too. Bran shit reached multiple people. It reached multiple people. So I don't think it was necessary.
No, I get you because I was the same way. I was sitting there like, wow,
Gilly,
Sam just chokeslammed this bitch through the table. But then she started saying all that shit. She was like, oh, it says here this Rhaegar. And I was sitting there thinking, you need to pick up on this. You know about the Targaryen family. God damn it.
Well, exactly. When she said this Rhaegar, I was like, Sam.
And I like how they put that in there because he was so fed up with her bullshit at the moment that it just kind of got glossed over. Like, this Rhaegar dude, like, wait a minute, that's important.
Exactly. If she had just said this Rhaegar dude was like, really shut up, it would have been.
It was not the focal point of what he was saying. Either way, Sam noticed it regardless. Sam's fine. Sam has the information. You know what I'm saying?
Sam did not notice it. Sam was so tuned out.
I don't give a crap about his 5,289 steps. Whatever.
He did say that. He has to have noticed it. I feel like they just glossed over that as well. I feel like the whole departure had to have been him noticing that. Why else would he be so hastily?
Can I be honest here?
I completely disagree.
So what is it? What is it then?
That's the thing. His whole departure was a fuck up. He thought to himself, I need to get out of here. I need to actually be helping the war in the north.
That makes him shit, dude. That does make him shit.
That's what I'm saying. He shouldn't have left the Maesters. There are so many.
I disagree.
Well, no. He should have left the Maesters because those assholes wouldn't even tell about his family, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, like they couldn't tell him about his family because they actually care about him now.
Exactly. It was out of kindness.
The problem is that these old bastards wiping their asses up high don't give a shit about anything but the history.
They do. They're collecting facts first. Would you believe there were a bunch of zombies in the north just because a couple of people were saying it?
After everything you learned in the Citadel, that would be my chief concern.
Wait, Coop. Tell me why. Tell me why these people.
Scott, I'm scared. They're yelling.
Tell me why these people believe in the children of the forest, but they don't believe in White Walkers. Tell me.
They don't believe in the children of the forest. They think
they specifically reference the children of the forest several times. They agree.
Round table shit. Yo, I feel you know what?
Oh, Scott, I cut out. I'm sorry, I missed some things.
You read Hunter, right?
Yes.
This feels like the Meteor City Council. You know, we're not getting anywhere here.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Hold up. There's one thing that Sam could have done that could have made this go so much smoother. Maesters are essentially scientists. He kept saying, tell everyone there are zombies. That's stupid. That plunges the world into...
That did disagree. I was like, Sam, they're not going to listen.
No, listen. Here's the intelligent thing to do. Say, hey, Maesters, y'all are scientists. Y'all want to prove this? Send about 3 Maesters north of the wall. Come back. If even one of them comes back and manages to say they were fucking White Walkers, that's it, done. That's all that needs to happen. They're saying we're going to go collect information. We'll find out the truth of this one way or the other.
But that's why Tyrion's plan.
Big hole in that.
Here's the thing, though.
These are old men who can barely wipe their own ass without Sam there.
Oh God!
They
ain't going north of the wall.
They collect information.
They are not going.
None of them are going, and they won't believe it unless they see it with their own eyes. But they can't because they're too old. That whole place, I was like, when Sam's like, "We're leaving," I don't care about anything story-wise. I'm so glad Sam was like, "We're leaving." I'm like, "Cool." I never want to see this place again.
They're not going back. But here's the thing. Okay, first of all, you're right. Gilly thing is a little bit ridiculous just because of that one piece of dialogue. If you think that Sam didn't recognize it, because I did, so I'm going to readjust my thought process. If you don't think Sam recognized it, it's all for naught. And if he realizes it later, I feel like it's going to be too late at that point. Okay? Either way, they've glossed over so many things at this point. It doesn't matter. Second of all, yes, just like everybody believes in the 7 gods and the first men, they believe in the children of the forest. Fact.
They believe in the children of the forest. However, maesters are like scientists, so they would probably.
I'm not talking about the maesters, dude.
I'm talking about everyone else.
I'm talking about the people.
That's fine then. You can do that with everyone else. The maesters don't believe in the White Walkers. The maesters are the ones you need to convince.
But the maesters are the ones with the evidence.
They don't have evidence yet. They have a bunch of legends. It's like us saying, "Oh, there's legends. There are dragons," because so many people reported them back in the 1400s.
If I was an old wise man, I would believe the texts of the old wise men that came before me. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if you are a wise man currently, then maybe you'll believe in King Solomon's tome. It was a very wise man who told about the hundreds of demons he collected.
Do you know who the maesters are?
First of all, you're being antagonistic for no reason. I'm not even mad. Why are you being antagonistic?
I'm just saying, it's like the times when everybody thought the Earth was flat, when learned people said the Earth was flat.
I'm shutting you down. I'm done. I'm not.
In fairness, Game of Thrones is based off history.
No, stop. Before Chris said that, I thought this was just a normal, friendly, retarded debate. But now you're being an asshole. So I'm gonna lay low. I'm not even saying anything.
I genuinely don't know I'm being an asshole. I'm just saying the maesters could have handled this so much.
You guys continue.
So Scott, you like Arya too?
Yes, Arya's great.
Yay, Arya, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So Arya.
Okay. There is one thing about Dany that I want to bring up that I didn't mention, but I was going to mention in regards to Dickon and his worthless sack of shit dad. So I just wanted to say that to see if I'd get a reaction. Apparently not. When they burned them. All I could think of was when Daenerys' dad brought the two heads of the Stark household and burned them with wildfire. And if anybody connected those dots, that would have been really bad for her relationship with Jon. Because that's what happened to the... Yeah. It's a big deal. It's what started the previous war.
Yeah, and to be fair, at least like when she burned down those two Starks, it wasn't the final fucking heirs of the Starks. Like she destroyed the Tarly bloodline.
She
just wiped out the whole bloodline.
Yeah.
That's what I'm interested in. Like, is Sam now going to is he going back to the Night's Watch, or is he saying fuck it to everything and taking back his name? Is he going to call himself the final Tarly, or?
I think what's going to happen is he's going to be really pissed at Jon because Jon sided with Daenerys.
To be fair, Sam hated his dad more than anyone else, and he didn't really know his brother. Like, his brother turned out to be a good guy. I'm not sure if Sam ever knew that.
When Sam took the sword,
Sam only knew him back
on his father. So I don't think he's going to be that.
I think he's going to be pissed about Dickon because, to be fair, a lot of people. I was kind of surprised. I thought I was I'm the only one who likes Dickon, but all of the internet was like, "No,
that's not what I'm saying."
Yeah, no, Jojo, I need to remind you, it's been 7 years in story time since Sam took the black. So when he left, Dickon was probably about 9 or 10.
Dickon was there when he went back home.
Wasn't Dickon there when he went back? Though?
Did he meet Dickon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck yeah, I've forgotten everything. I'm shutting down.
It's okay. It's late.
every new episode, I'm like, this happened. You guys are like, no.
In fairness, the last time you tried to tell us something, me and Son were like, no, that's bullshit, Koo. And you're like, oh, and then we were wrong.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't think he'll be mad at Jon. I think he'll probably have a fit about it. Like, Jon, why'd you do that?
He'll be about as mad as Gendry was.
He's generally right.
He'll be as annoyed as Gendry was when he's like, I just want Gendry to be like, hey, Jon, just so you know, I'm really excited for our bromance and it's going to be great. But because that's all I was thinking when they were like, I'm a Baratheon, you're a Stark, and even Jon's like, sweet,
right?
Yeah, awesome.
That's like, go Team Venture.
Well, you're shorter than your father. I was like, damn.
Stark Baratheon 2.0.
I love that moment. How are you with a sword? Can't we? Oh, one. Good with a hammer, though. It was like, oh, Jon's face there was just like, oh, he's his father's son.
Well, you can tell he's like, yes, this is going to be good. Well, I was like, I just want a scene of him being like, look, man, I'm really excited for the bromance. It's going to be great. Did you not listen to me when I said they tried to sell me to that scary red witch lady and I almost died? I don't know if you maybe missed that. That's a thing that I said.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking of them as the Suicide Squad, because it's like they're such strong individuals, but together they're not quite a tight-knit group. A lot of them are going to want to kill each other while they're out on this adventure.
I mean, I think Jorah's the only one that like nobody cares about as much in that regard.
Oh, no. Giantsbane was straight up like, you're a Mormon. Your father fucking hunted us. God.
But he's just like,
anything.
Yeah, and then he's like, yeah, you guys didn't help, dickheads.
Burn.
Exactly. Well, yeah, it was just, it's, Khan pointed out, they've also got the bastard connection, Gendry and Jon.
Yeah,
although Jon's not technically a bastard.
No, but that's how they're bonding, regardless.
Yes.
So.
Right.
That's what
I will say in the preview, though,
fucking Onion Knight trying so hard to set everything up, and then Gendry's just like, my name's Gendry. I'm Baratheon's son. It's like, fucking hell.
He was not supposed to tell you that.
Davos like, what dude?
You see his face too, like, and he was not supposed to tell you that. It's like, yeah, well, but
so he is a Stark, by the way. He's a Stark from his mother's side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No matter how you want to, slice it, he's still a Stark. He's
just not Ned's son. He's Lyanna's son.
But I noticed
for
now, he's gonna learn at this rate. He's gonna learn about it sooner rather than later, right? Now that he knows about Bran, now that he knows about Arya, even if he doesn't hear about it from Sam, which he has to read that shit. Even if he doesn't hear about it from Sam, he's gonna hear about it when he goes back.
Yeah. I think maybe that he'll put something together that the dragon was receptive to him as well.
I think
Tyrion didn't put anything together from that. So
he does know nothing, so I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
If Tyrion can't decipher that, why would Jon Snow be able to decipher that? He just petted a dragon.
He just thinks, damn, that dragon likes me. That's pretty cool.
But I do like that.
Did you notice Dany's face, though?
He was on her high horse. She was on her high horse in that scene.
Super fucking horny at that point. She was like, even my fucking dragon,
right?
Drogon, who doesn't like anyone, likes this guy.
Likes this man. Like, oh my god!
Like, literally, her legs opened in that sequence. She was like, oh my goodness, I'm so receptive to this now.
And then that bit later when he was getting on the boat, oh man, she was like, oh, I've gotten quite used to it. Oh my god, she wanted to bang so hard.
Right? I bet you did.
It was in that moment, so it's completely. I mean, I still would have liked if it breathed a little fire on the man, but it wasn't necessary, It wasn't necessary.
Yeah, I would have loved that if she had had it attack him and then been like, "What the fuck? You have Targaryen blood?"
Yeah, like he just walks, like he just stands there, like, "I am Game of Thrones Jesus." Like, I just wanted that scene.
The best thing would have been he would have been completely naked after that. Just that would have been even more of the fuck me eyes. She probably would have fucked him right there and then.
Well, like,
I could do that too.
Have the whole cast be like, nice.
Wasn't that like right before Jorah got there though? Like, wouldn't that be kind of
Jorah probably would have taken one step in, been like, oh, I'll come back.
No, first the Dothraki would have came in, and then Jorah would have stepped in like, what is this?
Sorry.
According to Tormund, Jon is not well endowed, so it wouldn't have been that impressive.
I mean, I'm sure it's
to be fair, is anyone well
size.
endowed compared to Tormund?
That's
He's
why
I'm giant, man.
I mean,
I'm sure
Brienne
it's
is clearly
to his size, dog. I'm sure Jon's all right.
Tormund and Brienne are clearly going to happen because Tormund is definitely going to walk away from next week's episode, right?
He's going to
right?
And even if Jon isn't proper sized, he's shown he is good with his mouth. He even pleased a wildling. God damn.
Jon has skills.
Applause for Jon.
I don't care. I don't want to know. I really don't want to know what is actually going on down there. I'm glad they haven't shown it. To be honest, I don't know. I need to see Kit Harington shit. I just need to believe.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know whether he's got a little needle or a long claw. I mean,
yo, that changed the whole perception of the Arya scene for me.
Well, you can't be married to Grey Worm at that point. You can't be married to Grey Worm.
So,
Grey Worm or Littlefinger.
Dude, they did many things. Grey Worm is actually the real MVP of this whole series. Grey Worm did many things.
Is he still at fucking thing?
Varys didn't do half of what Grey Worm has accomplished in this series. I'm sorry.
Right. Grey Worm got the real prize right now. This man's doing with nothing.
So, Grey Worm and the Unsullied are still stuck at
Castle Rock.
Yeah. So
they're posted.
When can we get Grey Worm back? Because I'm very concerned.
As soon as Danny rides to Castle Rock and burns them out of there.
I mean, having
you think that would have been like also while I'm on my way?
Position, though. That's the thing, right? Like it's not like having it is still a good thing. Jaime just sacrificed it our play, but having Castle Rock is a good thing. So,
yeah, but I don't like that Euron's there.
Oh,
Euron's
I mean, he took out the ships. That's why they can't readily go back, though. He has the sea route locked down.
Right.
But he can't get into Castle Rock, though. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's a very fortified fortress. The only reason that Tyrion got in there is because he made that little route.
He made the warhole, so
yeah.
Good man. Good man. Okay. Just so I know, we're all in agreement. Littlefinger did that on purpose.
You saw that smile?
Oh yeah, man, he was grinning his ass off. I'm still.
And you guys think she's not gonna fall for it, or she will?
Sansa's totally gonna fall for it.
Okay, no. What do we think the plan here actually is, though? Do we think he wants
all the Stark children against each other? He wants all the Stark kids against each other.
So you think he wants Arya to like attack Sansa?
He wants to make sure that any sort of like bond between Sansa and Arya is snuffed out. That's what he wants. So then Arya can just like not feel bad, because Arya called Sansa out on it this episode. I was like, yes, tell her. Like, what the fuck?
That's exactly what she's thinking. Yeah.
And that's what she's thinking. So she wants it to be where she's completely disgusted with Arya to the point where she acts upon that base emotion.
Yeah.
And Bran doesn't give a fuck.
Bran's like, I'm not even Bran anymore.
Bran doesn't give a shit at all.
Or as I've been calling him, Dr. Bran Hatton.
Chaos is a ladder, baby.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Nothing ever ends, Jon Snow.
That's what I think it's.
I mean, Jon Targaryen. It's just
Jon Targaryen. What? Yes. Nothing. You'll find out later.
I would love that if Bran's whole character from now on was just saying little hinty things and being like, spoilers.
Exactly. I feel like he'd have to be older,
like River fucking Song.
I feel like he'd have to be a little older. He just seems so devoid of everything.
He's going back in time, I'm telling you.
That actor, too. I don't think it's just a simple matter of them trying to portray him like that. That actor is just a little off. He couldn't do too much humor. I don't think it would be possible.
I'm glad they went this way with him, because he never struck me as like I can do comedy. It's like, no, you were always going to be the bizarre one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bran.
Jeez.
I just
not like a mean way. That's his
intentionally, you know.
That's his range.
If you're laughing at Bran, I don't think it would even be funny. That's kind of fucked up. So it's just.
I mean, also I love Jon reading the note of like Arya is alive, Bran is alive, and then just Dany like, shouldn't you be like happy or something?
Like, not especially.
Exactly. Yeah, and he's just like, no, I'm not happy actually.
I feel him. I wouldn't be happy either. I'd just be like, what the fuck?
I would be. I'd be like, my family's okay, but also we're all gonna die.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like,
right.
I gotta watch them die. Like, he has no confidence in any of this right now, which is a problem. But
I gotta say about the preview too. Even though I'm like, I'm sure Gendry will be fine because they got a Thor. The guy directing it is the guy who directed Thor, so he's gonna be real kind to him. He's got the hammer. That preview does not show a lot of Gendry.
I think they can't kill Gendry one episode after they bring him back. They have
to
wait.
My problem is I think that Gendry.
I'd rather dead man Gendry.
Whole spin-off character in the novels, and
I don't.
Like maybe he wasn't expected to come back, but then he becomes important.
Isn't that shit
I still like the idea of the Red Priest fucking burning him for Jon's sake.
Wait,
no, I don't want.
Isn't that prequel to this, Coop?
What is a prequel to this?
Aren't those character stories like prequel to this?
Oh no, not a spin-off story. It's just like they showed Gendry getting away in the novel too, so I'm wondering if he's supposed to come back in the novels. If that's supposed to be something that like fills the time between all of the shit that's jumping around now in the actual show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say something I forgot.
I would say, how about Cersei with the plan of Joffrey 2.0 coming up in here?
This shit is First of all,
I call bullshit though.
Are you guys? I'm starting to get a little annoyed with Jaime at this point. He needs to stop.
It's just too good. It's too good. You can't let it go.
Apparently, it's amazing.
It better be that good, because it's absurd to me at this point.
It's weird because I like Jaime. Like the last episode made me be like, oh, right, I love you. Like, I love this character. But this is a problem.
I'm disappointed.
It's like whenever Tony Stark drinks, and I'm like, Tony. Like, you know what I mean? Every time Jaime
is like Tony
Cersei, I'm like, Jaime.
It's a different thing. So you're saying that Jaime fucking up is just like Jaime breathing? That's bad, dude. That's what? Bad. Because Tony Stark drinking is like Tony Stark breathing. It's just like,
no, Tony does not drink.
Oh, Tony. Like,
no, Tony Stark has a drinking problem, and he stops drinking in the comics. He only drinks when the writers are lazy.
You forget that I'm not on your level. I'm just
talking about one day, son.
Tony Stark.
Yes, that's a different Tony Stark.
That man just drinks. You know what I'm saying? That's
son. One day I will get you to my level. Scott's on my level.
Oh yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, I won't be out there. I mean, I was when I was a child.
We will bring you.
Join us.
Join us in the comic book light. It's beautiful. Except don't read right now because Secret Empire is happening.
Especially Marvel. Just read DC. You're fine.
Yeah, just read DC right now. Ignore Marvel. Nothing's happening. Pay no attention to the Nazi behind the curtain.
See, that's the thing, though. For me to actually do that, and this has nothing to do with Game of Thrones, but for me to actually do that, it seems very strange. Like, I can't imagine a world where Marvel isn't doing better than DC. It's weird.
You know what? We should finally do that comic book podcast, and we'll bring Scott too.
Yes,
yes, we will do the comic book podcast where we try to get Son and Ku to read comic books. But anyway, Game of Thrones. Actually, there's Game of Thrones comic books, by the way.
I mean,
Duncan and Egg.
Who knows more about comic books?
Duncan Egg, sorry.
So he was pretty versed.
Ku, you've read Duncan Egg, right?
Duncan Egg? Nah, what's that?
It's the comic book. It's a comic book series from George R. R. Martin. And it's about Aegon and his
I haven't read that.
Yeah, and it's about, I think, his squire or something. Or no, he is the squire to a knight called Dunk. I don't know if I'm doing this.
Sir Dunk.
Sir Dunk.
You play basketball?
Yeah, I was gonna say Sir Dunk of NBA Jam fame. Yeah, I'm sure I'm fucking that up. I haven't read them, but they look rad.
No, you're right. So Duncan Egg. The Duncan Egg stories are a bunch of ongoing novellas written by George R. R. Martin.
They turn them into comic books and they look rad.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That's pretty interesting.
Me either.
Oh, so that bit where Aegon remembered a bit of his past and was talking about Egg. Oh, that's kind of sweet.
Yep, that's him.
Nice.
Yeah, when Aemon starts being like Egg, that's him.
Oh man, pain.
Shout out to Aemon, who I did not think we were going to reference in this. I must say, that was a surprise. I feel like we've exhausted everything in this episode.
No,
I don't know if there's anything.
We're hitting the mark, but is there anything else we forgot? Or anything else we really need to talk about?
I feel like there's so much we missed out on the way, and I can't remember anything.
I do feel like we're missing stuff.
The time we do this stream, I'm literally tracking back and forth in the episode every 5 seconds.
Yeah, but I think we covered everything.
I feel like we hit most of it.
Besides Bran chewing out Jaime's, like, you tried to shoot the 3-pointer and almost got your ass torched. What were you doing?
Yes. That's my favorite. Like, all I was like, when he was saying that scene, I like that him and Tyrion were thinking the same thing. Like, oh, you fucking idiot! Like when he just starts charging at her. Like, why, Jaime?
I'm gonna be king and queen slayer.
Exactly. Oh. Take it.
That was it. I don't think so.
Okay, I've got one thing to add. Just linked to JoJo's theory last week about Missandei being a spy for Cersei.
Yeah.
People have thrown up on the Reddit page that this really, really strengthens that, because pretty much the only people that knew that Tyrion was going to King's Landing had to be in the room, and Missandei was one of the few people there.
Oh, it's almost like I fucking called it.
That would be big.
If it turns out to be right, But this is like when shout out to anybody who watches my Token Rambu videos. But this is like when I said, like, man, we really need to see some swords break in Token Rambu, and then swords fucking broke. Like, and I'm like, and everybody got mad at me.
Well,
I'm like,
sad.
Yes, I called it.
Really sad.
What's the thing? I'm like, yes, I called it. I'm not happy when I call these things. If Missandei turns out to be evil, I will be bummed.
No, I just can't believe it until I see it. I'm just gonna choose to believe in Missandei because I can't do that. I really can't.
Well, it's either that or it's Varys, and I don't want Varys to be.
Yo, Varys can at this point.
I don't want it to be Varys. I know you don't like him now. I don't want it to be Varys. That's a serious
question of the group. If you had to choose between discarding Varys and discarding Missandei, who do you choose?
I'd discard Varys instantly, but I mean, Jesus Christ, he's pretty good at playing the spy, so it could just end up fucking Dany in the long term if he really is the spy.
I ship it too hard to like. It's a fuck because I like Varys a lot, but I ship it too hard. I'd have to say Varys. I don't want it to be Varys.
Varys has been around for so long, dude.
I don't want Varys to die.
He can die. He's had his fun.
I mean, I'll be okay if he died. I'm like, fuck, he died.
He's not gonna like keep me up at night. Like, oh my god, Varys is dead.
No, but I'd be bummed because I like him. So I'd be like, no, that sucks. Yeah. It's like I would feel a little worse than I did when Dickon died.
Dude, RP to Dickon, real talk.
I didn't want him to go out here.
To die.
No,
he should have bent the knee.
Proud of him, but I wish he bent the knee. Because it's like, dude, they could have used you, and you could have been like a really cool part of this cast. Because that actor was badass.
He was cool. He was a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh man, it would have been nice if fucking Tarly Arsehat hadn't been like, you can't send me to the wall. If that many people had gone to join the Night's Watch, it would have been so useful.
I feel like it would have been even crazier than it is now, right? Like, the more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned with that party.
Essentially, like Dany could have been helping Jon while she went on concrete. Right? She would have been like, "If you want to join me, you go to the fucking wall."
The more we talk about the squad, it's like, and also the young Pope from HBO's The Young Pope also goes, and Rick Grimes is also there, and Spider-Man, and Deadshot.
Let's get the Punisher out, dude.
Exactly, and Punisher goes too. But specifically Rick Grimes, because he, has a history of fighting the dead.
Damn.
He comes in, he's like, you have to shoot them in the head. Gets out a knife and is like, it's okay, you could just stab them. Stabs one through the skull and it just continues to bite.
When he tries looking through the snow and he can't find his people and he just starts screaming, just Carl!
Wait a minute, was Cohan with the Night King? Was he?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Wait, what?
Was he?
Yeah.
Was who?
Was that Cold Hands next to the Night King?
No.
Was he?
I believe that was him. I have to go back and look.
I'm gonna look for it right now.
Not Benjen. Are we saying Benjen?
Yes.
Cold Hands.
Wait. I'm waiting. I'm on the preview right now.
Tell me you guys checked Twitter.
The sword is so raw, dude.
Check Twitter before this is over.
The whole time I was watching that real quick, the whole time I saw the flames, I was like, Roy is our boy. Roy is our boy. Anyway.
Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy. I'm wondering if that will actually work against the whites or if it won't work.
No.
Just need Valyrian Steel.
That's not him, dude. That's the same like one of the 4 horsemen that he had with him before.
Oh, okay.
Somebody made the Suicide Squad.
Exactly. That's what I wanted you to see.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
It's perfect. Okay. Everybody pick a character who you think is going out of this group.
Dude. That's fucking amazing.
I'm betting it's got to be it's for me it's between Jorah and Thoros. Because Thoros is kind of expendable in that group.
I think Thoros is
fucking gone.
I think Gendry will go. I think Gendry will go too. I really just don't see them discarding Jorah after he just got here.
Jorah's the
Jon
Snow.
Too many death flags. Too many.
Jon Snow will die.
Nah.
Thoros will bring back Jon Snow by sacrificing Gendry.
The Lord of Light will bring him back again. Yeah, the Lord of Light will bring him back again. R.I.P. Gendry.
But he'll have to sacrifice some king's blood to do it. That will be his trade now that he's lost his powers.
In the Suicide Squad shit, Gendry's face looks like one of the dead ones. I'm just saying the way they positioned him, it just looks like he's going down. But Tormund looks like he's safe in the back there with that yell. That's a nice one.
Yeah, with that majestic glows in his face. Damn.
Realistically, I think of this group, Thoros looks like the Slipknot, where it's like he's probably gonna go first. And And yeah, Jorah is El Diablo, where he's gonna have a big send off.
Damn.
Even though it makes no fucking sense. But then again, that whole movie makes no sense, and hopefully the episode is better.
Oh God, yes.
I think Jorah's fucking out of there. He's gone.
There's no, yeah, I agree. Like Jorah's not. There's too many death flags.
We'll see. I mean, look, man. Why scrape the grayscale? He could have died a long time ago.
So that he can fight in this big Suicide Squad moment.
So
he's gonna die. He's gonna die holding them off. That's my best bet.
If he goes out, I want him to go out in front of Daddy-O.
Yeah. I agree with you. I don't want him dying beyond the wall.
Well, this is Game of Thrones.
I want him to die directly in service to his queen.
You know how many times Jorah should have died? Like,
it's gonna be here.
No.
Luck runs out.
I don't think Jorah's going out next episode.
It's Jorah or Thoros.
Dondarrion, Beric going out would be a good idea because
Beric going out here would be okay. I'd be okay with Beric going.
He's just gonna come back though.
Exactly, he'll just come back.
No, he's on his final life. Thoros said to him, "The Lord of Light won't be bringing him back again."
Oh shit!
But he doesn't want to be.
He said that to him the last time he brought him back. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking at this point,
like
he's continuously said, "I don't know why I've been brought back, but maybe there's a reason. Maybe he's gonna think this is my reason and stand there defending."
It's just like, yo,
he's gonna hold them off.
All of those deaths and revivals were for this moment where I hold them off and get you this one person to bring back. Like that's his purpose.
He's gonna hold the door.
You beat me to it.
Oh, it's still too soon.
It's still too soon.
It will forever be too soon. Only Bran is safe from those fields.
5 years later, Hodor. Oh shit.
Okay, we gotta mention this. I don't think it's gonna happen. What if the Hound goes down?
No, that's lies. The Lord of Light will bring him back. He's blessed.
The Lord of Light.
He's
the Lord
blessed,
of Light is bad, and we love him.
Yo, he's blessed. After Gregor put him on that flame, he's blessed. That's why he saw the vision so easily. So
also,
even if he dies, I guarantee you the Hand revives. That's why.
Plus, I want Bran to get back to. What's it called? The Stark place.
What?
It's called shit. I forgot it.
What do you?
Where?
Winterfell. Bran to go where?
Winterfell.
I want the Hound to get back to Winterfell and to see Arya.
I want him to see Arya too.
Possibly have a rematch against
Brienne.
No,
we need that.
Yeah. The Hand also has to face his brother at some point.
The Hand?
Damn straight.
The Mountain's probably in that cell right now with the mother of the Sand Snakes.
I don't want to spoil anything, but we totally see the Hound at King's Landing in the trailer.
That's what I'm saying. I want the Hound at King's Landing going up against his older brother.
Like in the trailer for this season, you see the Hound taking out a sword at King's Landing, and I'm like, haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
So that's why we thought he was going south. Remember? That's why we thought.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm betting he makes it out. Again, Beric would be cool, and I like Beric a lot. Flaming sword equals rad, but I'm betting Thoros is. It's between Jorah and Thoros. We should make like a bet.
Yeah. All right, we'll do that. And we're gonna stay the stakes at the next stream, and whoever wins, we gotta honor it.
Are we all betting on one person who's gonna die?
We should just do one person, yeah.
Okay, then I'm going Jorah.
Okay.
I'm going Gendry.
I'm going Jorah.
Gendry, whether he falls to a Night Walker or whether he
I'm going
gets
Thoros,
sacrificed.
dude. I'm going Thoros.
Thoros
is a good one.
Thoros is the easy pick.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. That's not fair, Jojo. You just said pick one.
Yes, I pick one. You want to go Thoros too? Join me.
I honestly believe, even though Thoros is unbelievably expendable in this group, I'm still leaning between the two of them. Jorah is
I would pick Tormund before I pick Jorah, and not that I want that more, but I think it's more likely.
I think we should stress too. None of us want any of these characters to die. They're all fucking cool.
Right here, exactly.
I am quite happy with Gendry dying.
I like Gendry a lot. I don't want Gendry to die.
But it's just a waste to me if Gendry dies the episode after he comes back.
I agree.
That's why it will be so funny, though. It's like Gendry's actually back.
The internet will never let them live it down.
It's just it's so sad, dude.
Imagine all the memes.
He's
that
been
would just be like,
surviving this
kept
whole time.
on rowing,
He
man.
back and goes out. Come on.
He should have kept on rowing.
Damn.
Hashtag nice boat ending.
Wait. What would you guys have said if I bet on the Night King?
Damn, I would say you are
shit.
a fool.
I got 500 of the Night King. No, I'm playing.
Double down.
That I'll tell you what, you bet $1 on that. I will give you fucking 10,000 to 1 odds. Obviously, I'm not going to pay you that much. But I will give you
that's like the most unnecessary bet though, because like I'm gonna lose and like I'm just gonna give you $1. Let's just not.
That's the thing though. It's like
oh man,
okay,
what would you do if it did happen though, Coop?
If it did happen, that's the thing. I was like, I don't have that kind of money, but I will give you mad respect. If somebody genuinely believed the Night King was going to die and it happened, I'd be like, you fucking
I was like,
how the fuck?
You're crazy.
So we got 2 Jorahs, 1 Gendry, 1 Thoros? You said, son? Or are you going...
That's all me. I mean, we only got 1 pick. You wanted 2, but I said 1, so I'm going to go Thoros.
Oh, and the way that's still
White Walker nobody picked Tormund, right? Nobody picked Tormund, right?
I'd probably pick Thoros. No.
That's my secondary pick if I don't... If doesn't die. Tormund's going out. Sorry.
I don't want to trade it to Thoros.
No, it's still Thoros.
No, I said that's my secondary pick.
Bet-wise, Thoros is the bet, you know? That's it.
For me, it's Jorah's the bet. Thoros is just my second pick.
Okay. Gendry's going out, yo. Oh, but one thing I wanted to say before we went is just, Cersei has done some mad moves in this episode.
She did.
Proving she's still an underhanded little bitch, and she's probably going to come out with a big kill count.
You know what line I did like was the Tywin adage. Whereas, like, you know,
have to deal with these the way.
Yeah, the people. Like,
I just realized the discussion has gone on longer than the
episode. Yeah, John.
That's how it went last week too, but we do have to.
With that amazing line, the sheep don't have to answer to the lions don't have to answer to sheep. God damn.
It was so nice, right? I was like,
I think my favorite Lannister quote is probably, weep for yourself, lion man. You'll never be what is in your heart. That is the Lion Man quote. Little Mumford and Sons for you all.
Damn, Joe. All right, that's where we cut it off. We're out. We're out.
Everyone have a good
night. Discussion. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us this week.
Thanks for having me.
And if anybody thinks I was genuinely mad at Ku, you're an idiot. But yeah,
I've been on too many streams where I've fought with Sun to be like, "Nah, this is fake."
It's weird because I feel like a lot of people that like get confused when I get angry are like, "Why is he so mad?" And I'm like, "How long have you known me?"
The only time I've ever seen you mad is for some reason you got real mad at Steve from Blue's Clues.
Oh well, if I'm drunk, it's a different story.
That was when he was drunk out of his mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if I'm drunk, it's a different story. I'm a little tipsy right now, so that might have something to do with it. Either way, what you guys gotta know about me is I like to argue. So you just know that about me. I love, even if I don't agree with what I'm saying, I'll take the opposing side. Just to
Hashtag the Great Ray Zero debate.
I know that so goddamn well.
But anyway.
Can't wait for ReZero Season 2 where me and Sun just destroy each other on stream.
Jojo, let's play some more Pokemon.
I'm good, thanks.
Hey guys, remember when the Baratheon symbol got surrounded by fire because of the whole switching to the Lord of Light thing?
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Gendry. He's burning.
No, I refuse.
Well, I mean, I could see him going out too if they're really gonna spend the budget and get that director to come in and handle the episode and make him look like a boss. It's like the blaze of glory Gendry shit, you know? He just goes out.
Yeah, hammer swinging like mad.
No, he's gonna call down the thunder.
It's like, what about your weapons now?
Exactly. Take that. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right, squad. We're out. Peace.
Bye.
No.